How did Taylor Swift become one of the world's best-selling music artists? Stick around to find out.
This is a continuous improvement movement reserved for the few with the grit to prove it. Everybody claim, but the click exclusive. Many pursue, but it's too elusive.
Calvin, Taylor Swift has sold more than 200 million units, and she has 7 albums that have sold more than 1 million copies. She is also one of the first billionaire female singers, and music is one of her main sources of income.
Right.
Isn't
Right.
that impressive?
That's incredible. She is a money printing machine.
That's correct. Money printing machine. If you live in planet Earth, you have heard of Taylor Swift.
Yes, and the Swifties.
And the
Don't mess with the Swifties either.
That's right. So, since she started very young. She had her first self-titled album at around 16 years old.
16 years old,
Mhm.
2005, I think it was.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
And she started with country music.
Mm.
But her career has been so interesting and exciting because she has fearlessly pursued change.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's evident.
So she not only is very talented with songwriting and singing and performing,
Mhm.
because she's one of the best performers in the world, but
Yeah.
she's also very business savvy.
She
Because
is.
even at 16 years old, she was very aware of studying and realizing how the music industry works, how songwriting works, because she had a pretty good idea of what she wanted for her life in
Yeah.
the music industry.
Even at a young age, she
Even
was
at a young
very
age.
clear on her North Star. And you could tell she wanted to be the best in her craft from the beginning. Yeah.
And she iterated so fast.
Mm.
It's just so impressive because just within 7 years, she went from country singer to pop superstar.
Mm-hmm.
That is nothing. 7 years, she tried different genres. She did country, she did folk music, a little bit of electronic here and
A little
there,
hip hop in there.
and yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
until she found her step with pop.
Yeah.
So, how do you think we can apply this into our continuous improvement journey?
Okay, so I remember when Taylor Swift first hit the scene. In Nashville. We were living in Nashville at the time. It was like 2005, 2006, 2007 time frame. So and I remember her hearing stories of this young, talented, beautiful girl singing and doing all the things, but she was trying, I think she was shopping for a record deal in Nashville.
I remember that now
And
that you mentioned.
yeah, and I guess she was just hopping from label to label trying to land the best deal, right? And even that, for a 16-year-old to have that level of courage
Mhm.
and conviction in herself and belief in herself already says something, right? Because a lot of young people try a thing or they never work up the nerve to try, or they try a thing, it doesn't work and they quit, they give up, they whatever comes next, right? But here's someone who says, hey, success for me is written in the stars. I'm gonna make it happen. It's just a matter of how and with who and all those things. So you can kind of tell she had that mindset, but that's kind of step zero. Step 1 through 100 is more in line of, all right, we tried something. Maybe we didn't get the outcome we were looking for. Let's try something else.
Mhm.
Maybe we got the outcome. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we could do it better. Let's try something else. But always having that vision that we can and absolutely need to get way better, right? And I think Taylor is someone who set the sights for herself very high, expectations for herself very high, and then she persistently worked at kind of chipping away the obstacles that were in between where she was and where she wanted to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she's jumped around quite a bit, but like you say, she found a stride and became one of the most successful artists on the planet. Period.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think what we can see there is that iteration and adaptability.
Mm.
And she did that. When you take like business classes and they tell you fail forward and fail fast,
Right.
that is what she does still.
Yeah.
She does it very, very fast.
You can see that she is a ruthless experimenter.
Mhm.
Ruthless. Like just yesterday, my 14-year-old daughter and I was grilling some my world famous grilled chicken thighs, and we were playing Taylor Swift on Spotify. And again, I don't think I've ever just sat through, a bunch of songs with Taylor Swift, but I couldn't help but notice how every song is so unique.
Mhm.
She's got such a wide variety of flavors for you to try from as a music listener and consumer. So you could tell that she is someone who is totally comfortable with experimentation.
Mhm.
She is okay with pushing the boundaries and seeing what more she can do. And oftentimes it comes out really, really good. As you can see, the number of number one hits she's had and number one albums she's produced.
Mhm.
You can see that experimentation has paid off well for her.
That's right. So I think we can call Taylor Swift she is the queen of pop, but she's also the queen of PDCA.
I think that's fair.
Yes.
So next time we go do a PDCA, we can say we just did a Taylor Swift. Is that what
Hey, it's a new thing.
Is that the thing now?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We did
Okay,
a
good.
Taylor. Yeah.
All right. So I think that's the new slang.
Mhm.
We just created a new term for PDCA. So we're
Mhm.
gonna be using that in the cohorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you know. Next
Now you
time
know.
you see us, you can say, "Did you do your Taylor Swift?"
Did you do your Taylor Swift? When is your
Okay.
next Taylor Swift? Is what I want to know. When is your
Mhm.
next one, right?
When is your next one? So we have, I think from her, we can learn to embrace feedback
Yeah.
because she was always taking the pulse of the market.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she's probably watching them numbers. She's probably watching them
Always.
numbers. She's got,
Mhm.
I don't know who has a bigger fan base between Taylor and Beyonce,
Mhm.
but both of them are market movers,
Right.
Both of them can sway elections.
That's right.
So,
So we have embrace feedback,
yeah,
iterate boldly
right.
and fast,
And fast.
stay authentic, and adapt to change.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a solid recipe.
That's a solid recipe for you to apply to your continuous improvement journey.
And also just know you can always get better.
Mhm.
Right. As amazing as Taylor Swift is and as big of a following she has and all the success she has, I bet within a 3-minute conversation with her, she's already talking about how much better she can get.
Mhm. That's right.
So when you bring that mentality to your work, you create the opportunity for improvement. And you kind of need that first. It's like a prerequisite.
That's right.
Yeah.
So take each day as an opportunity to get better every day.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, and we'll hope to see you again tomorrow. For daily news on operational excellence and how it relates to current events, check us out on the Ticket to Freedom podcast.
Simply subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay up to date on the latest developments in continuous improvement.